What's going on, guys? How you doing? The place is a wreck. We're closing in a couple days. We're moving in a week. And we're starting the Yes album. I got a little time. I'm like, you know what? Let me throw that on there just because it gives me a little bit more time. By the time you're seeing this, I better be fully moved into this new place. Like fully. Fully, things better be set up. Hopefully I have internet, all that kind of thing. That's going to take a minute, all that kind of thing. I'm basically just buying myself more time after I move. But just so you know, I'm recording this. It's still April. We got, a week and a couple days. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But I know you're watching this in like mid-May. There we go. I'm like 2-3 weeks ahead of you. 3 weeks? Maybe 3 weeks. So, all right, here we go. And yes, I'm doing all of them right now, so your comments are 3 weeks too late. Okay, the Yes album. Third studio album by Yes, February 1971, Atlantic Records. First album to feature Steve Howe, who replaced Peter Banks in 1970, as well as the last to feature Tony Kaye, until 1983's 90125, which we have done well. The band spent mid-1970 writing and rehearsing new material at a farmhouse at Romansley, Devon, and the new songs were recorded at Vision Studios in London in the autumn. The album was the first by the band to feature all original material, while the album retained close harmony, singing, Kaye's Hammond organ, and Chris Squire's melodic bass, as heard on earlier releases. The new material also covered further styles including jazz, piano, funk, and acoustic music. All the band members contributed ideas, and tracks were extended in length to allow music to develop. Howe contributed a variety of guitar styles, including a Spanish loud, and recorded the solo acoustic guitar piece Clap live at the Lyceum Theatre, London. Album was a critical success and a major commercial breakthrough for Yes, who had been at risk of being dropped by Atlantic due to the commercial failures of their first two albums. It reached number 4 in the UK, number 40 in the US, and was later certified platinum, surpassing 1 million copies sold. Album has been reissued. Okay, cool. Yes had already recorded 2 albums for Atlantic by mid-1970, but neither had been commercially successful, and the label was considering dropping them. They had replaced founding member Banks with Howe, who enjoyed playing a wider variety of styles, including folk and country music, and played a mix of electric and acoustic guitars. Singer John Anderson later said that Howe could jump from one thing to the other very fast, very talented. After some warm-up gigs with Howe, the band moved to Devon to write and rehearse new material. They arrived at a cottage in Churchill, north of Barnstable, but felt restricted there and were not allowed to make any noise after dark. They advertised in the local paper for a new location and moved to Langley Farm in Romansley near South Molton. Okay, all these places are completely... Okay, cool. Howe, I'm sure that somebody's going to come and be like, that's right down the road from me. Howe, in particular, enjoyed working on the farm and eventually bought it. Wow, that's cool. Following rehearsals, the band booked at Vision Studios in London with producer Eddie Offord and spent the autumn recording. The band enjoyed the sessions and soon had enough material ready for an album. Several weeks into the Langley Farm rehearsals, manager Rob Flynn came to tell the band he was leaving them and taking money he believed he was owed. Oh boy. This put the band under severe financial stress, leaving concerts as their only source of income at the time. Flynn also owned 5% of the band's publishing revenues in perpetuity. Damn. That was later terminated, okay, but it left the band bitter enough to retitle a short Bill Bruford instrumental on their next album, Fragile, 5% for nothing in protest. Damn. He was soon replaced by Brian Lane. November 1970, the group were involved in a head-on vehicle collision in Basingstoke while returning from the previous evening's gig at the Plymouth Guildhall. Band all suffered shock and Kaye's foot was fractured. Damn. He had to do the next few gigs and the album's cover shoot with it in plaster. Do they still do that? I never broke a limb where I had to get like a cast, luckily. I just remember going to school and kids coming in with casts and, you sign it, and all that kind of thing. Anyways, Howe mostly used the Gibson ES 175 semi-acoustic guitar and a Martin 0018 acoustic for recording, though he did attempt to play a variety of styles with the two instruments. Squire played a 1964 Rickenbacker RM 1999 bass with Roto Sound swing bass, steel round wound strings. Wow, check this out. They're like going in like that. His amplification was a Marshall 100-watt tube head with 412 cabs. 12s are the way to go for bass, in my opinion. 12s are the way to go. I've played them all. I've played 15. I've played 10s. I even have them. But 12s, I've been playing 12s for... When did I start playing 12s? Had to be almost 20 years ago. Had to be almost 20 years ago. Maybe like 18, 19 years ago. 12s are the way to go. They're just great. They sound the best, in my opinion. Okay. Kay's main instruments were the Hammond organ and piano, including a solo on A Venture. Kay had previously played the Hammond M100, but for this album used the B3, a move which he saw as a turning point. He was not interested in playing synthesizers, which had started to appear on the market. This proved to be a problem with the other members of the band, and Kay thought his style conflicted too much with Howe's. He left the band during rehearsals for the follow-up album in mid-1971 to be replaced by Rick Wakeman. There you go. Songs. Yes had started their career as a covers band, performing radical rearrangements of hit songs, and their first two albums included covers in this vein. The Yes album was the first to feature group-written material in its entirety. Some familiar elements remained. Anderson, Howe, and Squire sang three-part vocal harmony throughout the record, while Squire's melodic bass and Bill Bruford's spacious drumming made up their unique rhythm section. Okay, so this album, it's only got 6 tracks. I mean, it's, you know, like a regular, for back then, album length, and I definitely know 2 of them. Right? I have done them, right? Yours Is No Disgrace, and I've seen All Good People. I know those, right? I've heard them. It's going to be great to hear them again because they're great tracks, right? Starship Trooper I've heard of, but I'm pretty sure I've never heard it before. And I don't believe I've heard any of the other songs. I don't think. I mean, obviously, you know, if I have, I'll say. But first up, we're doing Yours Is No Disgrace. Yours Is No Disgrace originated from some lyrics written by Anderson with his friend David Foster. This was combined with other short segments of music written by the band in rehearsals. Howe worked out the opening guitar riff on his own while the rest of the band took a day's holiday. Backing track was recorded by the group in sections, then edited together to make up the final piece. Okay. Oh yeah, you see on the cover the cast, or whatever, plaster. Alright, here we go. Yes, the Yes album. Yours Is No Disgrace. Let's do it. Bam. You know, this doesn't sound familiar to me. I thought I knew this one. So this is guitar. I mean, you obviously have the organ here. It just sounds like synth. Yeah, it's a keyboard. So you got organ and keys. Yeah. Power of the bass right there. I'm gonna play this note as the bottom. See what happens to the rest of you guys. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I know this. I thought I did. Wow. I don't know. I still think I've heard this. I feel like I have. Harmonies are nice. I'm next to positive I've heard this. Maybe it was just once. This is pretty cool. Yours is no disgrace. Yours is no disgrace. Yours is no disgrace. Back a bit, right? Bass is still way out front, right? Acoustic. Love this guitar right here. Love it. Yeah, the tone, the clean tone, and that type playing. Yeah, love it. Yeah. You know what? Was it live that I saw it? Yeah, this section is nice. Over here. Wow. Normally bass, you know, right down center. Oh, now it's back. Wow. That was interesting. Okay, there it is. That's pretty cool. Yeah, dig it. You know, was it live? Did I hear this live? Was that what it is? I need to know now. And it's on this computer, which is behind here, so I have to search for it. I've not packed up the computers yet. That will be last or close to last. Okay, yes, and I have done Starship Trooper also. I knew it sounded familiar, but I wasn't sure. When was it? May 11th, 2022 is when the video came out. This is Yours Is No Disgrace live Union Tour. Search my channel, it's on here. So that's when I heard this song. So I heard it live. I've never heard the recording. This is my first time hearing the recording. But I knew that it sounded familiar. You know, I just reading the title, I knew, like, okay, I've seen All Good People. I know I've heard that one, like, even before any of this. But Yours Is No Disgrace, and I knew about Starship Troopers, so that one also now I'm seeing I have checked out. That was May 2nd, 2022, and it may have been the recording. Actually, it may have been the recording. No, it wasn't the recording. It was live in 1973. So, there you go. Anyways, really cool. Really cool stuff. Sounds great. Definitely something to listen to and dig into, but I like it. All the parts are really cool. It sounds really good. I like the melodic stuff. The harmonies are great. What else? I like the guitar playing. I like the bass playing. It all is great. It's great. I got nothing. I got nothing. This sounds really cool. For sure. This sounds cool. This is, you know, this is cool. Yeah, it sounds fun. It's adventurous. I like it. Definitely like it. Okay, so up next is the song instrumental called Clap. Apparently, this is solo Steve Howe. Short little solo number, maybe. Anyways, we'll get to it. I'll catch you then. Later.